Today we have a story of a Minecraft kid who actually fights his teacher. It's probably one of the cringiest / funniest stories I've heard in a long time. So sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So we're going to call a subscriber who sent in today's story. We're going to call him Ben because it's kind of been a meme on the channel for at least a couple months to call like the subscriber or people in the story Ben. So I'm bringing that back for today. But normally I get names from the comment section. So leave a comment down below of a name you'd like. It can be your name, your friend's name. Doesn't even matter. Leave a name down below and I'll probably use it. Anyways, right, so Ben, he was in school and there's another kid. And as you can already tell by the title, yes, this was the Minecraft kid. He's back. Nah, it's a different Minecraft kid. Some people actually think that all these videos are about the same guy, and if that was the case, that would be a very, very interesting guy. That's all I can say. Anyways, right, so Ben was in class with the Minecraft kid. And anyways, the Minecraft kid was kind of known for playing Minecraft in class. He kind of thought he was going to go to, like, the major leagues of Minecraft, which no one was able to convince that doesn't exist, because it just simply doesn't exist. There's just, like, no major league gaming or something or you just can't really go professional to play Minecraft, at least not to my knowledge, or I really just don't think that's possible. But anyways, right, so, this guy was always practicing Minecraft or playing Minecraft or doing Bed Wars or whatever in class as he sat kind of towards the back of the class and was able to cover up his movement with his, like, mouse pad or whatever. I don't totally understand the logistics of how you could be able to get away with that. All I can say is I know I'd never be able to get away. I don't think I'd ever try this, but I don't think I'd ever be able to get away with something like this. I don't see how it's possible, but apparently it was for at least a very long time. So the Minecraft kid would never be actually paying attention in class. And this class wasn't super easy. I mean, it wasn't, like, conceptually that hard to remember or figure out, but it was a lot of memorization, and paying attention was pretty essential to do well in the tests. And Ben and his friends would always pay attention to at least a decent extent, and if one of the days Ben didn't pay attention, his friend would tell him what he missed, and vice versa, right? But there was a bit of a problem. The Minecraft kid would always sit around either near Ben, one of Ben's friends, and the thing was, he wasn't paying attention in class, which, dude, I get it, sometimes it's hard. Trust me, I've been there, I am there currently all the time, but sometimes you just gotta do it, sometimes you just gotta pay attention, and if you're not gonna pay attention, man, you gotta pay the consequences. But the Minecraft kid wanted the best of both worlds, because in class, he'd never pay a lick of attention, he'd always be on his computer, somehow getting away with playing, full-on Minecraft, PvP, Bed Wars type stuff. No idea how he got away with that, but I think he somehow figured out a method that it wasn't loud, it wasn't that obvious, but I think if, the teacher was to come over and see him, then it would be pretty obvious, which that's for a little later in the story. But for that reason, right, the Minecraft kid, during the tests, would always very blatantly cheat off of Ben or one of his other friends. Which, the first time, Ben didn't really care. Since they had a quiz every single week and they had a test every couple weeks, they were assessed pretty frequently. And the first quiz, Ben noticed the Minecraft kid was kind of looking over to see what he's doing. And honestly, bro, Ben was kind of chill. He just didn't really care. He's just all right, whatever, right? But it was over time, every single quiz, every single time, every single test, he would just notice the Minecraft kid would sit next to either him or his friend and would so blatantly look over and cheat. But the teacher really was never really paying that close attention when kids were taking the test. He was always either looking at his computer, maybe getting ready for more material, maybe, I don't know, setting up an installer for mining Bitcoin. I'm bringing the joke back, baby. You just can't stop me, man. You just can't stop me. I know you want to stop me. You just can't stop me, bro. It's impossible. Anyways, though, right? But Ben and his friend was starting to get a little frustrated. Because Ben was hey, man, I've noticed the Minecraft kid has been cheating off of you, and he's been cheating off of me for, months now, every single week, and it's kind of annoying. Because, the thing was, right, if it was, a one-time thing, while I don't ever condone it, at least Ben didn't care, and I think I personally wouldn't care, too. I'd be bro, really? But I wouldn't make a stink out of it. But every single week, right, every single week, you study hard, you pay attention, and someone just, exactly copies your answers for everything. I think the Minecraft kid might have changed one or two answers so he wouldn't get caught. But it was just obviously so blatant. And yeah, you know what? Ben and his friend are kind of upset because they're you know what? We have to pay attention. We have to do all this work. We have to study hard. Well, the Minecraft kid is able to have fun in class every single day, and his grades simply aren't affected. And they're just like, damn, bro, like, that's not cool. So the first idea they have is like, all right, let's actually let's actually confront this kid, right? So one of these days, Ben and his friends say, "Hey, Minecraft kid, can we talk to you at recess?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." They're not really they're not friendly. They aren't enemies. They're just like not that acquainted. Like they're just not like good acquaintances. So it's a little awkward to do, but they just kind of like told him like, "Hey man, like we noticed that like you kind of like very blatantly like copy off of our tests. And like if you do that occasionally, we really don't care. But can you just not do that every single day?" And the Minecraft kid got really defensive. He's like, "Cheat? Guys, I would never cheat. I have a very strong code of conduct. I would never cheat. That goes against my morals." And they kind of just look at him because it was very clear. Like they saw him personally. They saw him looking at like the other person. It was very clear that he looked over, wrote something down, looked back at his paper, then looked back over, wrote something down, looked down at his paper. Like they even checked his answers, like they would glance over at the end of the test, and they would be exactly the same except for like one that he obviously changed just to keep him safe. And he'd always get that one wrong because, you know, it wasn't the right answer because they chose the right answer. And they kind of just looked at him like, okay. And, you know, they didn't get that much from that interaction, but they kind of thought that, like, confronting the guy, being very open about it, and even though he said, "Oh, I would never do that, I don't know what you're talking about," maybe now that would kind of, like, scare him off, right? Because, like, he knows that they're onto him, and maybe that'd be enough for him to not do it, or at least not do it so often / blatantly. So Ben and, you know, his friend are like, all right, well, maybe that will work, dude. Like, maybe that'll be enough to get the kid to, like, I don't know, pay attention in class, or at least at a minimum, just not cheat off of everything we do. But sure enough, right, in class, he's still playing Minecraft somehow. He's, like, training to be a professional or whatever, or something, I don't know. And yeah, sure enough, the next time a test comes around, the Minecraft kid once again is just very clearly looking at Ben. Looks over at Ben's answer, writes it down, and even at one point, right, Ben makes direct eye contact with him as he's about to cheat off another answer. And the Minecraft kid, instead of being like, "Oh my god, like I'm caught," or like looking down, he just looks at him, gives him like a wave, and then looks down at his paper. And Ben is just completely like, dude, like, are you serious? Like, you even just acknowledge that you're cheating. It's just like, you're cheating, you're doing it blatantly, and when we confront you, you're not even saying, "Hey man, like, can I like pay you $5 to like keep cheating off your answers?" I don't know if that'd be a great solution, guys. I'm not saying that's the right answer here, but Ben was like, "Bro, you lied to my face, you're gonna use my answers, and you smile at me? We're not boys. You can't be doing that. What?" And you might be thinking, how on earth does he actually fight the teacher at this point from what's happening? Trust me, it gets really crazy really fast. But before that, comment teacher down below. I'm going to try and heart a bunch of those comments, maybe even comment teacher like 2, 3, 4, 5 times or something. I can't guarantee that I'll heart all the comments, but I'll do my best to get at least a good handful. And also, while you're down there, first line of the description, or one of the lines in the description, is my second channel. I have been posting a decent amount there. So if you want to check out some other kind of more variety content, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to that channel. But anyways, right, back to the story. And the Minecraft kid is still cheating. So Ben and his friend kind of like go up to each other after that class, and it's like, dude, Ben was like, dude, he still was cheating off of me. And the friend's like, yeah, bro, I watched. It's very obvious. And Ben's like, I even made eye contact with him. I thought he was going to look down all embarrassed or whatever. But dude, he looked at me, smiled, and waved. He thinks we're boys. We're not boys. So they kind of came up with a plan, and they were like, you know what, Minecraft kid is going to be playing Minecraft in class. He keeps on getting away with it. You know what? I have an idea. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to tell you what happens, and you'll figure out the plan as we go along. But anyways, right, next day rolls around, and Ben is sitting next to the Minecraft kid. And once again, the Minecraft kid just gets into his Minecraft game, is playing as usual, playing as always. No one knows how he gets away with playing in class, but when the Minecraft kid starts playing, he kind of gets really into it, and it's as if like the surroundings kind of fade away, because in the beginning he was a lot more like listening to what's happening. He like closed down his game several times if he thought the teacher might have been paying attention, but he's been doing this for weeks if not months now, so he's feeling pretty confident, and his confidence has led him to be cocky, and cocky enough that he just like turns on his Minecraft game, tunes out the rest of the class, and by the time the bell rings, he just shuts off his game and leaves. Like, he's at that point, right? And Ben kind of realizes this, or at least he's betting on that being the case. So anyways, right, the next day in class, they're talking about something, whatever, the teacher's talking, and Ben's like, oh, I have a question on the homework. So the teacher's like, all right, Ben, like, what's up? At this point, right, Ben is sitting right next to the Minecraft kid, and Ben's like, oh, it's like, can you help me, like, I have a very specific question. I don't think it'd be important for the whole class to hear. Can you come here to help me with it? And the teacher's like, yeah, sure, like, whatever, because, like, people were kind of working on some assignments or readings or whatever anyways, so it wasn't like he was stopping class to individually help Ben. He was just kind of, like, answering general questions, and if the question didn't help everyone, sometimes this is better to have the teacher talk to you one-on-one. So the teacher's walking over towards Ben, and the Minecraft kid has no idea that, Ben raised his hand, asked a question, and or the teacher was coming over. He was just so engrossed in his game and so confident and cocky that he would never get caught that he wasn't even paying any attention. Like, all the sound around him kind of faded away. And sure enough, the teacher walked down and was kind of paying attention towards Ben, but as he walked closer to Ben, he was able to get at like an angle where he could see exactly what the Minecraft kid was doing. And the teacher was like, oh, is he like trying to open up a file to do work? And he like turns the corner a little bit or whatever. He gets into a position, he gets into an angle where he can see exactly what the Minecraft kid is doing, and he realizes he's been playing Minecraft, and the teacher comes to the conclusion, this kid's been playing Minecraft the whole time, and there's a good chance he's been playing Minecraft not just today, not just the day before, but for a very, very long time. So the teacher walks up to the Minecraft kid and says, what are you doing in my class? And takes his hand and shuts the screen of the game. So it was like a laptop. It wasn't like a desktop or anything. He wasn't wheeling in a full-on desktop or something. But, the teacher goes in, shuts the screen of the game. So obviously that kind of either pauses it or quits him out of the game. But, it's a multiplayer game, so you can't pause a multiplayer game. Mom, I can't pause the multiplayer game. And he looks up. He's like, dude, what the heck, bro? I was in the middle of a game. You can't just do that. And the teacher's like, don't talk back to me. Like, I just caught you playing games in class. That's, like, super against the rules here. You can't be doing that. And the Minecraft kid stands up and says, well, yeah, you know what? I'm training to be a professional. I'm putting in the grind. I'm putting in the grind every day. I'm going to make so much more money than you or anyone else here who goes to the school. I shouldn't even be coming to class. I just have to. And the teacher looks at him because, like, this kid never really spoke up. So the teacher was a little bit, like, taken aback. And the teacher's like, well, I'm confiscating this till the end of class, and grabs the computer. Yeah, you might say that grabbing the computer might have been an overreaction. You can also say there's a perfectly fair reaction. Either way, it paled in comparison to the reaction from the Minecraft kid. And the Minecraft kid's like, give it back! And punches the teacher in the nose. Like, straight up is like, bah! At this point, right, the teacher just, like, stands there in shock. The Minecraft kid didn't, like, knock him out or push him back or anything, but he did, like, some solid damage to them. I mean, he didn't, like, break anything, but it was, like, a full-on punch. It was, like, legit. It wasn't, like, a little tap. It wasn't, like, a whiff or anything. It was, like, a full-on, legitimate whap. At this point, right, the Minecraft kid, all, like, all the energy he had, all that energy he had against the teacher, being all, like, oh, like, you can't do that to me, like, I'm trying to be a professional, all that disappeared instantly as he hit him in the face, because he realized that he messed up big. And the teacher just looks at him, and at this point, the whole class have been watching this whole thing going down, and after the Minecraft kid punched the teacher in the nose, they all kind of gasped, and it went so silent, because they're just like, they've never seen anything like this happen before. The Minecraft kid's like, sorry, it was a reflection, it wasn't on purpose, bro, like, that's on me, He was, like, really trying to backtrack super hard, because he knew that he was in such big trouble, and the teacher just looks at him, and just points towards the door. He's like, get out of my class. Go down to the principal's office. I'll be following you there in like 1 minute. Don't try and get out of this. Don't tell the principal anything that isn't happening, because I'll tell him if you don't. And the Minecraft kid's like, yes, sir, and gets up and leaves. Because he was like, all right, I need to minimize how bad this is. And at this point, right, Ben looks at his friend. Because, like, Ben just wanted the Minecraft kid to get a little bit of karma for cheating off of him every day in class. He had no idea that it was going to accelerate this crazy, bro. And Ben just looks at his friend with this look of like, well, that was unexpected. Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some recommended. Go watch one. It'll make me very happy. Bye.